Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Men Talk. I'm your host, Laren.
I'm your co-host, Kelvin.
And I'm your co-host, Perry Zulu Jr.
And together, we are the men of Men Talk.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, today, we want to discuss a topic that we had a discussion about a couple weeks ago, and it's about men and women relations and how the breakdown of that in the African-American community has fallen. And when we started talking about it, Perry brought up a lot of ideas about what he felt and things he's heard and experienced, and he was very passionate about it. So I felt like it was only right that he leads this discussion and just give you all some points that he wanted to talk about, and let us join in with him and just give you guys a good show about what we think men relationships are. So Perry, with that, man, just go ahead and just tell the people what you was thinking.
Yes. So guys, this is another discussion to the panel. Basically, I was just trying to shine light on how we can improve men and women relationships, men and women interrelation, how we react, how we interact with each other. We live in a day and age today where our core values are very tarnished in so many ways, in so many areas. You know, a lot of us today in this new generation don't have those core values. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those upbringings that we had,
Right.
you know, or our grandparents or our ancestors had. You know, our ancestors from the slavery days, they were slaves, but they had this core value between men and women, how they respected each other and how they carry each other in high regards.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all about where, you know, men and women, the disrespect continue to grow. It grows beyond just from how we treat each other in personal relationships, or just in, you know, friendly relationships. You know what I'm saying? It just has grown to a place where it's becoming unhealthy to our relationships and our family upbringing. So I was just trying to point some light on that topic to see how we can improve that area in our community. And for me, I say that because everything is designed with a structure. Everything has a structure. The Creator put men on earth for a reason, and there is a reason why he put the woman last. It's because he saved the best for last.
Mm-hmm.
And the man has a specific task or a specific job that he's supposed to do. And the same goes to the woman as well. You know, we all have our various places of importance to fill in. So nowadays you see women now are now falling into the position of leading the men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real men are not stepping up anymore. Men are not stepping up as before. And so I was just talking to y'all that day just to see what your points was about this new era that we're in, because now it's like, you know, power, education is on both sides, and everybody is growing right now in the Black community. But that is beginning to affect our relationships, you know what I'm saying? Especially like, you know, like for me, I personally say I don't have a problem with a strong Black woman being a CEO or boss, you know, making a whole bunch of money. But when you come home, you miss a Zulu, you know what I'm saying? Even if you snap your finger at work and 1,000 brothers got to run and do whatever you say, that's good. I'm all for that. But also when you come home, you miss a Zulu. So meaning that I know my place, how to treat you as my woman, and you know your place, how to treat me as a man.
Right. Yes.
That way we can raise a healthy home, so we can raise real kings and real queens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it. But, you know, I don't know what you think, man.
I was going to chime in on that anyway. As you were saying, you know, if you do have a CEO wife or a boss wife, when she comes home and you come home, there is a position for her. You are the head of the household.
Okay.
You know, you're supposed to lead. The man is supposed to be the provider, no matter if she is making more money than you.
Right.
Good point.
When you go out to eat, you still should pay for your wife's meal, right? It doesn't matter. You know, we are the providers. Women are natural nurturers. That's their position.
Come on.
You know, so as a man, when we get home, I'm the leader of my household. You know, so what I say should go. However, you know, when you have that strong female presence in the household, don't get it twisted. She's going to come back with it. You know what I'm saying? She may not agree with everything you say.
Right.
I know for my wife don't agree with everything I say. So, you know, just learning your position and playing your position, everything should work out fine. You're on a football team. You play your position.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, you're a running back. I'm a receiver. Don't come in my position. Run the ball.
Yeah. And I think to your point, I just thought about something. What you just said there is that, you know, the fact that we have positions to play. You know, I think some people feel like when you say the man is supposed to lead, I think some women don't. They hate that mindset of submission.
Mhm.
They feel like submission means you have no right, you have no voice, you have no opinion.
You give up everything.
You give up. That's not what
That's
submission
not.
is.
That's
Submission.
Not it. No.
Yeah, submission, young ladies who was growing up in this world, submission is just honor, respect.
Mhm.
Yes.
You're honoring your king, and your king is honoring you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're a believer, if you go into the word of God, like me, sometimes I go into the word of God, it's all in there, man. Like, you know, how men should treat their women and women should treat their men. So it's there. Submission don't mean you're supposed to sit there, beating up on you
Yeah.
and cheating
Oh,
on
no.
you and lying
No,
on
no,
you
no.
and this.
But-
That's not submission. Submission is just you just honor him, you respect him, you don't raise your voice at him, you don't do, you ain't gonna do spit. You don't do that in his face. That stuff need to stop. That ratchet stuff.
Right.
It gotta die.
But,
It has
but
come
something
from-
has broken down, though, as you know, as we are talking about, something has broken down between men and women. Do men even open doors for women anymore?
Right.
do.
Or
I still do.
We
Yeah.
do, but do most men do that? Do men even, you know, when women are cold or something like, they offer their jackets anymore? You know, I mean,
I know,
have
right?
don't wear jackets. I mean, I seen little
know,
boys walk
right?
around, you know, with t-shirts on in the winter. Boys cold. Where your
Man.
clothes at? You know, but how you going? But my thing is, we're talking about how we build a relationship. But the relationship starts at home.
Right.
If the home is broken, then that man is broken, or
Right.
that woman is broken.
Yeah.
And you can see how it's broken nowadays because you got young boys out here, man, don't know how to dress, don't know how to talk to people, don't know how to go and get jobs. You got young girls out here looking at different TV shows, and the first thing they want to do is shake their booty. You know,
Right.
like you said, you know, how you 5 years old learn how to twerk,
Right.
and it's on Facebook somewhere.
Social media.
Yeah, who put it on Facebook? Who's recording?
The mom.
Your
mother.
mama.
The
You
mother.
trying to let her be the next who?
That's crazy.
Cardi somebody? Cardi Z, T, whatever her name is, whatever. I mean, it's just the respect is gone.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, you know, we would like to build the respect back up between young people, because if we fail young people,
Yeah.
they're going to continue to fail.
And you
So-
know, I agree with you on that on 100%, and that's why we're having this discussion because one time, you know, like I was at a job and this young kid, you know, I was just teasing him, teenager. I was like, "Yo, man, why don't you get one of these girls to be your girlfriend, man? You know, you're a nice young man." He said, "You talking about these thoughts in here?
Mhm.
I ain't stunning these thoughts in here." I'm like, "Wait a minute, how you know they're all thoughts?" You know, but that's the mindset. The respect is no longer there. You see what I'm saying? The respect is no longer there. We need to improve that because, especially us black people, we all we got. You know what I'm saying? Being a black man now in this day and age is the hardest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? So if we can't really improve us, I don't know who else will. You know what I'm saying?
Period. If you think about it, what do we glorify on television? What do you see on TV? You see the twerking. You see the revealing outfits.
Mhm.
You know, and that's what they see. That's what these young girls are
Yeah,
seeing.
they think that's fame.
I want to emulate that.
Mhm.
You know, that brings me fame and money. You know, no, actually it doesn't. You consider that what you thought. You know, so you know, why not have, you know,
I like that.
when you have these doctors and lawyers on TV,
Mhm.
I wonder what their ratings are and who's
Yeah.
watching. You know, that's what I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee they're not as high as, I'm not going to say the name of these shows, but the shows that show
Mhm.
these type of individuals,
Mhm.
ratings are extremely high. I can guarantee you.
You're right. Oh
But
yeah.
hey, look at it though. You saying that the doctor shows, even on the doctor shows, you see all these people of color in position of
Oh, yeah.
power,
Oh, yeah.
and they're on TV fighting
Oh, yeah.
amongst each other. You're a doctor, your husband's a doctor or whatever, or he's a producer or something, and you're on there fighting. So
Yeah.
as a young man who's looking at that, he thinks the best way to get there is to fight and call women thoughts and call his boys the N-word and want to fight over what? Over the fight over what you want to have, to say, look at me, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
And we're no better than each other. Like
Yeah.
I said, you know, God made us all equal.
Right.
So what makes you better than me? What
Right.
makes her better than her?
Mhm.
We're all supposed to be equal, but the breakdown is, like you said, at home.
They start at home.
It started at home,
Start
and
at
there's
home.
no strong, the hierarchy is broken down. Who's the strength of the family now?
You know, Big Mama now is no longer like Big Mama.
No.
Big Mama 30 now.
30,
She little mama.
32. And twerking. And twerking.
Big Mama, little Mama. I like that. Hey, that's the problem. You see what I'm saying? So basically, we just want to just shine light on it, how we can better our relationships. You know, how men and women can grow together and build together and live in harmony and peace together and respect together. Because it's very important that the black home and the black family stand strong now in this day and age when everything is against us, so that we can have better kings or new kings and queens being raised. Charity starts at home. You know what I'm saying?
Like what he just said, because it actually it made me think of my wife and I. You know, when we first started our business, it was just her and I. You know, nothing. Just retired from the military, came here, and it was her and I. We built this thing up, and where I'm strong, she's weak. Where she's strong, I'm weak. But together, we balance out. And you know, she knows I have issues with color. If you don't know that, but you can't tell that because I put some colors together. But you don't know is that strong black woman behind me helping me put these colors. 'Cause certain colors I cannot see it. You know? I was swapping down. That's black, but you know this is blue. No, it's black. It's blue. No, it's black.
Know, they got 20 different blacks and blues.
You know, but the thing is just having that presence to help each other. You know, if this male or if this female, let me go from that angle. You know, the female wants this to be on this stage here. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table?
Yeah,
I know you've heard that question.
I like that question. Let me answer that question from my perspective. What I bring to the table, you see, when we say these things, the first thing people think about is the tangible things.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
What were you bringing? You bringing a Ferrari or a mansion?
What are you bringing?
No. Character, my heart, the mind, the intelligence, the creativity, the work ethic. That's what I call what do you bring to the table, and that's the society we're in now. As soon as women are quick to say, what were you bringing to the table? It's all about money. So now
I brought the table.
Yeah, there you go.
You gonna shut that down?
He brought the table and just shut it down. But seriously, it's like, what do you bring to the table? It's a statement that it comes from a place where it promotes separation, you know, confusion in the home. And we should be looking at the content of the person character. That's what we bring to the table instead of what's in my bank account. So I think we're going to continue this on another episode, man, because there's so much to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I do want to say is when you said, you know, bringing stuff to the table in the home and the hierarchy at the house. My thing is this: if the man's supposed to be the head of the house and the woman's supposed to have his back, what happens now, I think, is like this. When the man is leading, everybody follows. Yeah. You know, because he's leading them in the right direction. But what happens, I think, now, when the man falls, the woman's job is to pick her husband up and push him forward. If he can't do it, let him stay down till he's better, and you take over. Then instead of walking over your man, leaving him down, pick him up, push him forward, and say, "You are the head of this family. Without you, there's no us." So don't leave your man down and out, and then when another dude comes along, he has better, he brought more stuff to the table, and you leave your man, because that's who God. You stood in front of God and said, "I'm gonna love this man through thick and thin, and for better or worse." Now things are worse, and you left your man right there, so you pretty much just lied to God about your word.
And vice versa. Yeah.
So, stand by your word and stand firm with your man and say, "Hey, I got you," and he do the same thing. I got you too. But stop waiting for the first thing to go wrong, then want to hightail it out of there somewhere. So like Perry said, this topic can go all over the place. We can sit here for the next 2 or 3 days talking about it and just get you guys involved. But we need to end this session, and what's going to happen is we're going to continue on another episode. So right now, Kelvin, do you have any final words you want to say about this?
Well, as you say, this is a deep topic. However, I do have a lot of good points that I do want to make, and I have a challenge that I would talk about in the next episode. Just continue to press forward. That's my, I always have a positive thought at the end. Just continue to press forward, continue to dream big, and just strive for perfection.
All right.
Also, too, remember to put your comments, or your ideas or your feedback in the
Exactly.
comment section, so that we can understand how y'all feel about the topics we're talking about, so we can all continue to discuss this and improve as a community.
All right. Well, with that being said, we appreciate everybody tuning in to this next episode we just gave you guys. And as always, thank you. God bless.
Thank
and
you.
we are the Men of Men Talk.
Thank you.
See you later.